And I'm just as blessed to be here as everyone else this evening. It's been a journey. We've done a lot of town hall meetings, but this community involvement and the church involvement, I agree with Senator Schroeder that this is a huge outpour for the community. My name is Ashel Kreutzkamp, and I manage the emergency department in this community at Fort Thomas at St. Elizabeth. And I have been collecting the known heroin overdoses, so I don't take, the coroner takes care of the deaths. I just report the overdoses that come through the ER. And we have seen an increasing rise, obviously, if you read any of the newspapers, over the last couple of years, from 545 in 2013 to 745 and 14 to 380 heroin overdoses. Just that's in our 5 St. Elizabeth ED system just through April of this year. If we continue this pace, we're going to see well over 1,000 for 2015. So we still have an epidemic. At St. Elizabeth, we really are stepping up and looking at how we can impact the community. But it really does take a community. It takes events like this and other community involvement. This isn't something that we can cookie cut and we can say this is the best treatment for you. It really needs to be individualized, and everybody needs to have that opportunity to be individualized for them. From medical assisted treatment, what that is treatment either through like Vivitrol, which Dr. Kalfas will talk a lot more about that. But what we did do is we partnered with Hazelton and Betty Ford, St. Elizabeth Day. Who not to learn from the best. They've been dealing with addiction and done evidence-based practice. So we partnered them to bring community toolkits for us to use for our community plan. This isn't for St. Elizabeth to own, it's for our community to own. It gives us the toolkits for our educators, our law enforcement, our community members, our healthcare providers, our teachers, to be able to deal with this addiction and be able to understand it better, not only for heroin, but for painkillers and other opiates. I think it's going to be a great resource for us. We're teaching physicians about addiction and doing more medical assisted treatment and understanding why it's important to partner with that and abstinence to be able to lead a road of recovery. The other thing is we partnered with SUN, which is serving unmet needs in our community. That brick and mortar building will be completed sometime towards the end of 2016. But they are already making a presence in our community. They already are overseeing our behavioral health treatment facilities, so our inpatient and outpatient. And a lot of that has to come with the mental health aspect too. There's a lot of dual diagnosis with this addiction disease, so we have to be able to support all aspects of it, our mental health and our addiction. And we're willing to step up and do that. But it isn't, like I said, it's going to take all of us, a community, and to be able to support efforts like this, the faith-based church efforts in treatment as well as abstinence and medical assisted treatment. It's not fair for us to judge what is best for the individual, it's really what's best for them. And I think that's important for us when we do our assessments of these individuals, like the officer said, is knowing what needs we need to meet for them. Because I think that's really important. I think sometimes we try to put like a certain thing around it and say this is the only way we're going to treat you for your disease. We don't treat other diseases that way. We don't say because you have high blood pressure, this is the only blood pressure medicine you have. We don't judge you when you don't take your blood pressure medicine and you have a stroke, and there's 50 blood pressure medicines on the market and we don't judge you for that. Same way with diabetics, you can eat right, healthy, and exercise, but you can be non-compliant. This disease kind of follows that same track. And I think it's important for us to treat it as a disease and be able to manage that differently by the individual, just like we do other diseases. We tailor them to the individual because not every medicine works for them, and I think that's important. And kudos to you for supporting the needle exchange. As a healthcare professional, that is something that we've been really working towards, and we know the need to be able to meet our community. And so I appreciate all that support on that bill because that was huge for our community. So thank you.